What's up, everyone? This is the Chicago Sports Talk, Michael. We the ones. Chicago Bloodline audience of tonight's episode of the Chicago Sports Talk podcast, episode 2, recapping day 2. Audience, acknowledge me. So, welcome to episode 2, obviously, where we are going to recap training camp day 2. So, let me share my screen with the individuals that are here. So, Bears 2023 training camp brownout highlights and notes for day 2. All right. So, the Chicago Bears return to the practice field for their first open practice of training camp on Thursday, which marked the first open workout of camp. There was plenty to learn from the media and fans who were in attendance, and shout out to the Windy City Productions for being present there. Shout out to the Windy City Productions who was actually there. So let's get to the main note. Justin Fields to DJ Moore continue to steal the show. So here are the reports. The Justin Fields, DJ Moore continue to be a day thing on day 2 of Bears camp. 2 plays stand out from sevens. Fields loft the ball over LBs like linebackers, and Moore made a leaping grab over the middle. Moore straight down the field, down the sideline, and Fields put it in a small window to hit a stride. Man, when Justin Fields needs a play to make, he goes to DJ Moore. Fields just connected with DJ Moore again on the right side. So it is looking like Justin Fields and DJ Moore, the connection is absolutely Rio. Okay. Another thing to note was Chicago Bears rookie Tyler Scott continues to impress the team. Tyler Scott, who was taken in the, I think he was taken in the 5th round, or he might, I think he was in the 5th round or 4th round, but the Bears took in Tyler Scott in the well, regardless, they took Tyler Scott, and he's been impressing with his speed. So let's read these reports. Rookie Tyler Scott's speed and separation is another highlight so far in Bears camp. I like to see him against the best DBs. You can see the wheels and deep ball ability. So Justin Fields hit him with a deep ball, and Scott had a big separation with Michael. I can't say that last name, but according to these individuals, Michael has, very good speed. So we'll take it from what it's worth, but we do have to see, how he does it against real cornerbacks. Tyler Scott has been behind some DBs today. Scott created great separation of the DB, but the ball took him out of bounds. PJ Walker with the pass. And shout out to my boy, the Windy City Productions. He says Tyler Scott is fast. Just absolutely torch one of the CBs, Michael. Crazy amount of separation there. And again, DJ Moore is the real deal. DJ Moore is the real. Another nice catch in team for him. Great route discipline. The Fields to DJ Moore connection. Fields delivered a strike and Moore made a play. Rookie Tyreek Stevenson in coverage. Excellent route by DJ Moore. And now DJ Moore was very unlocked today. It's getting, on topic each and every single day. So, hold on. Yo, first one, actually, I have to address the comment because it's first one in here. Don Burr says Detroit versus everybody, 5 players on the top 100 list voted by, and who, Don Burr, who gives a fuck? No one cares about the NFL top 100 list. No one cares. Mac Jones made it on the fucking top 100. And he may not even gonna start. Oh shit. All right. Practice got split between offense and defense. All right. So addition, Demarcus Walker got vocal after Justin Fields complete a pass to Robert Tonyan in team drills. Elijah Hicks had a pretty decent collision with Tanya on the play. So the first door practice is sprinted in the trenches. Justin Jones getting in Cody Whitehair's face, which Cody Whitehair was the center as of that, But like I said, this is only practice, folks. So don't get too panicked about it. Bears utilizing 2 tight end sets of Kmet and Tanya. 2 tight end sets, but tight ends out wide. Luke Getsy is going to use his athletics tight ends differently this year. Tough for defense to match up to. So it looks like Cole Kmet and Robert Tanya are really showing out for, it's going to, be a number 1 and number 2 tight end. Yes, y'all do care because Justin Fields made it, and all Chicago Bears content creators made videos, including you. Domber, when did I make a video about Justin Fields being in the top 10? I mentioned it, but I never made a video on it. Yo, Domber, bro, just like, I'm gone, Detroit. Yeah, get out of here, Domber, bro. Get out of here. Coming with the top 100 list, like anyone gives a shit about that. Who gives a shit? So, anyways, Demarcus Walker bringing an edge on defense. So, Demarcus Walker, who had a outbreak season with the Tennessee Titans last year, is suddenly making an impact in the edge. I do think that the Bears should add 1 pass rush. However, I do like the presence of what Demarcus Walker is bringing right now to the edge. And I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with this team. So, Velus Jones, Tyler Scott took turns fielding punts with Khalil Herbert and joining Jones on kickoffs. So, pretty much, in my critical opinion, I think Velus Jones and Tyler Scott will be the wide receiver 4 and the wide receiver 5 behind Claypool, behind Mooney, behind DJ Moore, and they're going to make the roster over wide receivers Equanimeous St. Brown and Dante Pettis. But it's getting, Tyler Scott doesn't have to improve right away because he's not going to be the starting receiver. It's going to be Chase Claypool. But as far as Velus Jones Jr., now there's some things that Velus needs to clean up on. I feel like he needs to work on his ball security, because ball security was a major problem for Velus Jones. There were times where he fumbled the ball, which cost us a lot of games. The Commanders, the Giants, and also the Eagles game where we did a jet sweep and he couldn't hold on to the ball. So I have a feeling if Velus Jones Jr. can clean up the fumbling issue, he could be a very good wide receiver 4. So here's another video. Obviously, I didn't post the shorts, but I guess we can watch it right here, right now. All right, let me avoid copyright strikes. So, D so DJ Moore is already being a problem that the Bears defense is already trying to double team him, and they're already like, they'll be like, okay, we're gonna double team DJ Moore, and he's gonna, be a problem. And now you're seeing that how it's playing out right now for the connection. And I really love to see the DJ Moore and Justin Fields connection. So, and here's another video with Tyler Scott being fast, absolutely fast. So he's going up against, I'm assuming this is Michael, and Justin Fields throws deep and it's caught. Tyler Scott showing his agility and speed right on the field. So also we got a glimpse of Justin Fields, and I think I can include sound as long as there isn't like any music. All right, ball security drill. Also, there was some running backs and wide receivers and tight ends going for ball security drill. Also, Justin Fields during drills. Khalil Herbert. Also, Khalil Herbert and Dante Foreman are splitting the number one. So basically, even though that I think, in my humble opinion, Khalil Herbert is going to be the number one running back, but Matt Eberflus is like, if you're going to be the number one running back, you have to earn that shit. So we got Darnell Mooney, in drills, red zone drills. Chase Claypool also, despite one drop, Chase Claypool had a very good day during camp. Also linebackers, Edwards, Edmonds, and Sanborn, and shout out to Jack Sanborn, who's been putting it in the work lately. And, he's back. He's looking like he's getting back to 100% after suffering an injury against I think it was the Lions or I don't know what game he was injured, but, it's looking like Jack Sanborn is ready to be back to 100% for him this year. But he's already the third one outside of Tremaine Edmonds. Like, he's the only linebacker that actually, and this is how I like Matt Eberflus. I like him a lot because he disciplines like turnovers, and he's gonna discipline these folks into, if the ball hits you in the hands, like if for an interception, which was a big problem for the defense today, that he needs, like, Matt Eberflus does not like drop interceptions. If you drop an interception, he'll let you know about it, that you will never do it again. So another edge rusher, Bears fans, if any Bears fans are in here, have talked to me about this, Terrell Lewis being an edge rusher. They say that he can be a very good addition to this pass rush, but even though I still would like to sign somebody to a 1-year deal to have a mentor under Terrell Lewis. But this report says Terrell Lewis continues to be a standout. Keep noticing Terrell Lewis on plays, good reps for him. So Terrell Lewis is making already impacts already on this defense, and he looks like he could be a good complementary, edge rusher to whoever we add, and DeMarcus Walker. So okay. Also, rookie Nolan Sewell working with the starters as Jack Sanborn reps up. Seeing a lot of Bears rookies, linebacker Nolan Sewell with alongside of TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds, Jack Sanborn. So basically, Nolan Sewell is, being with the starters because of Jack Sanborn, recuperating from his injury. But, like I said, it's going to be like crazy from what this team is. Also, like I said, Khalil Herbert is getting reps with the starters at running back. It's same with Dante Foreman, but they're going to make the individuals work hard for that spot. So, okay. Charles Peanut Tillman working with Jalen Johnson. So, Bears legend known as the Peanut Punch the peanut puncher was there at practice mentoring the young individuals like Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and Tyreek Stevenson. Hopefully, he's a all-time Bears legend, known as for the peanut punch, and he's mentoring and giving advice to the younger cornerbacks and teaching them the peanut punch, obviously. And hopefully, we didn't see much Chicago Bears legends, coming here and coaching the young cornerbacks, but it's very good to see Charles, working with Jalen Johnson. As you could see, there's a picture with the peanut puncher and Jalen Johnson, who I believe that Jalen Johnson is a legit cornerback one. Like I said, he may not be like a cornerback that can actually like get a bunch of interceptions, but he's a very good guy in coverage, in my opinion. So things were not smooth for the offense on day. So Justin Fields, and some receiver Justin Fields almost had like 2 interceptions, but one of them was dropped by Eddie Jackson. I think also one of them also had a drop. I think it was Elijah Hicks. But here's the thing. Matt Eberflus is a guy that expects turnovers. He's not a fan of if you drop an interception. So he'll let you know if he's not happy with it. So things weren't smooth for the offense on day 2. Matt Eberflus probably won't be happy with the drops today. 2 many of those today. Also fumbled by rookie running back Roschon Johnson, which he's expected to have mistakes like that because he's a rookie. So the injury news is Bears linebacker Dylan Cole walked generally to the locker room. Not really too big if it is major, but however, it's something to keep an eye on. But shout out to prayers out to our linebacker Dylan Cole. If he is, dealing with something severe, prayers out to him. Hopefully he's okay, and hopefully it can rust off pretty soon. And so post practice notes. Practice is over. We'll hear from Luke Getsy very shortly. First team had its moments, but a couple of drops during final 7-on-7 that should get cleaned up. Chase Claypool had one, but redeemed himself with a ball over the middle, which he hauled after bobbling. Also, the Bears wrapped up their first outdoor practice of training camp under the sweating sun, some intensity on display as work began in the earnest. The Justin Fields to DJ Moore connection continues to be a very highlight. So as of right now, the offensive line currently is left tackle Braxton Jones, left guard Tevin Jenkins, center Cody Whitehair, right guard Nate Davis, and right tackle Darnell Wright. So that includes today's notes for training camp. Like I said, if y'all want to see the videos, the Justin Fields and DJ Moore connection is getting a lot better each and every day, bro. Let me go to the chat real quick. Shout out to Daniel Go Magic Cardinals Rams. He says, "Yo, what's up, Daniel Barron?" Also, shout out to Bloodline member TOP. He says, "Yo, what's up, TOP? What up, Seahawks Eddie?" Shout out to Seahawks Eddie. All of y'all in the chat. I'm recapping day 2 of training camp. Like I said, if anything happens, I'll be the first one to tell you. But before we get to anything else, I want to say prayers out to Jalen Ramsey and Joe Burrow looks like, they Jalen Ramsey is expected to miss the entire year, and Joe Burrow is not suffered a calf injury. So prayers out to both of them. I really hate to see um a player that it's hard to see players go down like that, bro. TOP says, how you like that sweep, Michael? Go Cubs. I'm not. To be honest, I really didn't know that the White Sox were playing the Cubs at all. But because I don't really pay attention to baseball, I'm really looking forward to the NFL season. Like, trust me, in a week from now, because the Hall of Fame game is about to start, the baseball thing is gonna be dead, bro. I'll tell you that shit now, bro. The baseball thing is gonna be dead soon. I promise you. Like next week, it's gonna be dead. Like, well, because we're gonna be officially back to football, and we're gonna like cover like preseason games, and then we're gonna like get into like because week 1 is coming right around the corner, and I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited to see what this team can do from that. Like, y'all gotta stop saying that the Bears are coming off the worst season. Like, this team ain't as bad as the last year's team. Like, the team is way better than last year's team, in my opinion. Heard our linebackers are getting that. Well, they need to clean up, because, they dropped a lot of interceptions. Dylan Coe had a drop interception. Tremaine Edmonds had a drop interception. And TJ Edwards also had drops as well. But Matt Eberflus, like, I know he's a guy that doesn't like drop interceptions. So if you drop an interception, he'll let you know about it on the sidelines. And then the next play, you better catch that ball. Otherwise, like I said, coaching matters at the end of the day because, players like coaches need to let these individual players know that if it hits you in the hands, you are assumed to catch it, because this is not college. This is not high school. This ain't middle school flag football. This is National Football League football. If the ball hits you in the hands, you are assumed to catch it. But no worries. I feel like Eberflus is going to let them know, and we're going to see a lot of interceptions from Jack Sanborn, Tremaine Edmonds, and TJ Edwards. Like I said, they need to work on, because I heard there were a lot of drops on defense. Because even though that Justin Fields did get away with some, like there were a lot of like our quarterbacks, Peterman and PJ Walker also had interceptions that should have been interceptions, but they were dropped. But like I said, bro, this is training camp. This is not the real game. So, but like I said, Eberflus is going to let these players know that will not be tolerated. But like I said, bro, that is all that we have to know for training camp. As of right now, the only highlight of the day, which continues to get better, which I'm going to probably sound like a broken wet record. Like tomorrow, I'm pretty sure the DJ Moore and Justin Fields connection is going to be hitting off pretty soon. And I just can't wait to see, bro. I really can't wait to see how this plays out, bro. And also Chase Claypool is getting a lot better. Also Darnell Mooney's getting a lot. Like this offense is on the right track, bro. But as far as the defense goes, they need to work on turnovers, in my opinion. But I do think that do the Bears have joint practices? Well, not according to, because it's actually true. Keith on the mic says that we're going to have joint practice with the Indianapolis Colts, our first preseason opponent. So we will be joint practicing with the Indianapolis Colts, our first preseason opponent. hold on, guys, real quick. I'll be right back. All right, fellas, I'm back. I had to use the bathroom, but I'm not gonna, you know, sometimes it happens. Shit happens. But anyone want to review the videos? Like I said, DJ Moore continues to get impressive each and every day. So I'm very, impressed with can this fucking thing load? So Justin Fields, all right. So he looks to take a snap. Look, he's very calm. He's taking his time. Feeling like, and also let's rewatch this. So he's being. It looks like he's being covered by both Jaquan Brisker and Tyreek Stevenson, and he catches the ball and goes straight to the house. Like, this connection is getting better each and every single day. Any rookie updates? Well, I'm gonna show you Tyler Scott, showing his speed and agility real quick. So Tyler Scott is really, showing what he can do with a impressive. Oh shit, I'm my mic muted. So the rookie update is that Tyler Scott, is showing that he can be a good complementary number 4 wide receiver. Same with Velas, but like I said, I'm still a firm believer in Velas. I feel like last year, Velas, he had a few things, like he had fumbles, but there's some like stuff that he needs to work on. Like he needs to have better ball security. But Tyler Scott, is working on the punt return. Same with Velas. But like I said, I feel like Velas is gonna be a good potential depth spot. Like Claypool, like like folks says, you can't rely on your receivers. Velas had Butterfingers. Yeah, but that's the only thing that he needs to work on. And you want to know what um how can Velas improve from having Butterfingers last year? Do you want to know how he can improve on that? I'll tell you something. I'll give you a player of a prime example, Evan Ingram, who basically what had Butterfingers. Like he was worse than Velas. He was worse than Velas. Like Evan Ingram had so many drops it wasn't even funny. But he goes to a new coach, Doug Peterson, and guess what happened? He was able to turn it around and have a all pro year with the Jacksonville Jaguars. All like do you want to know how Velas can improve on that? Like I said, it has to come down to coaching. Like the coach has to tell him that, hey, you need better ball security. Like if it hit, like I said, bro, this ain't college. This is not high school football. This ain't middle school flag football. This is real. This is the real deal. And Velas Jones, like I said, he needs to clean up the Butterfingers. Like I said, coaching matters at the end of the day. Like look how Evan Ingram turned around, having Butterfingers to now, he's one of the best tight ends in the NFL. But I think he can improve that, but he needs to have better hands, when he's y'all forgetting, last year he was a rookie, rookie mistakes, but am I using that as an excuse? No, but like I said, that I do believe he's gonna improve because ultimately, like I said, it's gonna come down to coaching. But it's gonna be like Tyler Scott, even though that he like Tyler Scott's something that you know Tyler Scott, he can be used on RPOs, like for example, like those like wide receiver like screen passes that like the RPOs like use. I feel like Tyler Scott can be pretty of a threat if you like do like some like wide receiver like screen passes. Nah, fuck that. Put them stick them on his gloves. TOP. Listen. At the end of the day, we all have to agree that it's going to come down to coaching because remember, Kendall Vildor, who y'all know very well, I was not a firm believer of Kendall Vildor. I wanted him gone. Like I'll be the first Bears fan to tell you that I was wrong about Kendall Vildor. Also, Jonas will tell you that he was like, we all wanted Kendall Vildor gone, but he was still here, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna give him a chance, because he's he's still on the team. They didn't do anything to replace him, and guess what? He proved me wrong. Kendall Vildor had a very good bounce back year from last year, even though his competition, is being a def CB outside of Tyreek Stevenson. But like I said, Kyler Gore, I mean not Kendall Vildor is really improved because how coaching, changed that scheme. So I'm not comparing Kendall Vildor to Velas by any much means, but like I said, coaching is going to matter if Velas plans to improve with his Butterfingers. So how was our first? I'm assuming that he means Darnell Wright, but like I said, I did mention about Darnell Wright being in the first team because he's the current right tackle, and right now he's having a typical rookie struggles. But like I said, the report that I heard that he's losing weight and getting up to the NFL speed, but he's been very impressive so far. But even though he's having rookie mistakes, which he should, because you expect that out of a rookie offensive lineman, you expect that out of him because you know he's translating it to the NFL, and he went up like I said. I believe Darnell Wright was the correct pick because even though that there's some individuals like I've been hearing that the Bears really passed up on Jalen Carter because there's been reports about Jalen Carter currently killing it during the Eagles training camps. Folks, like I said, like Keith on the mic said it very perfectly. If the Bears were a Super Bowl contending team, like if they needed that one spot, that one player, they would have taken Jalen Carter. But taking Jalen Carter with despite his issues off the field, and it could hurt a rebuilding team like the Chicago Bears. Like I said, he's going to a right circumstances that he doesn't need to be a plug and player right away. Like if Jalen Carter absolutely, continues to have issues off the field, then the Eagles are okay with it because the Eagles have veteran players. So like I said, y'all are like criticizing the Bears already because Jalen Carter's killing it in training camp. But like I said, if any team, like if you were to redo that shit, if you were in Ryan Poles' shoes, knowing with Jalen Carter's off the field issues, like if you were Ryan Poles or you were a NFL GM trying to rebuild this team or any team for that matter, because there's a lot of teams that passed up on Jalen Carter. Would you have taken Jalen Carter with his off the field issues? Would you have taken that risk? Of course not, because at the end of the day, I said that, I wouldn't mind if the Bears took Jalen Carter, but I understood it. I'm not going to get like into my feelings, be like, oh, we passed up on a generational talent. No, if he does good on the Eagles, then great. We may like I said, it was in the moment that Ryan Poles said, you know what, we're not taking a risk on Jalen Carter. We are taking what's more important than that, and that's protecting our franchise quarterback, Justin Fields. That is absolutely what is most important at the end of the day. Vildor was playing out of his comfort zone. Yeah, that's the thing. Coaching matters because Kendall Vildor turned I'll be the first one to tell you that in 2021, Kendall Vildor was like that Baltimore Ravens game where he ultimately cost us the game with that stupid defensive pass interference on Sammy Watkins, I think it was. That really pissed me off. I wanted Kendall Vildor off the team. Like, dude, you can't cover for shit. Like, but I was the first. I would like in my cut candidates. I wanted to say let's cut Kendall Vildor. Like, I wanted him out, but like I said, change of the coaching matters at the end of the day, folks. Like, Eberflus is gonna disciplines. Jalen Carter is gonna. Well, we don't know that because if he is, then the Eagles are not going to lose sleep over it because the Eagles are a Super Bowl caliber team. Like they're favorites to win the respectable NFC. Like they're a better now the Niners are the better team, but they're like the second best team in the NFC. And that's the thing. They're Super Bowl contenders, and they decided to take the risk and take Jalen Carter. So if he fails, then the Eagles are not going to lose sleep over it because they got veteran players. They were in a position. They were a Super Bowl. They're a Super Bowl team, bro. The Bears are like people could call me like RJ and CEO can call me like dumbass, like dumbass all they want, but like I said, I know my team well, probably better than like no offense, like I probably know my team better than anybody else, but I know my team is not anywhere close to a Super Bowl contender team. Do I want it to happen? Absolutely, but we're not there yet. We'll be Super Bowl contenders. Like you'll see next year that the Bears like have very high hopes to make the Super Bowl next year. One of his main criticism is that he has a hot low. I mean, there was a lot of things that Jalen Carter. The reason why his draft stock like dropped because one, he had a terrible pro day, and two, the off the field issues really made teams question. Like the Cardinals decided to, you know what, we'll take Paris Johnson Jr. We don't want to deal with, Jalen Carter. They only talk about the Bears that passed up on Jalen Carter. They don't talk about the other teams that passed up on Jalen Carter. They don't talk about the Texans. They don't talk about the Cardinals. They don't talk about the Lions. They don't talk about the Falcons. They don't talk about the Raiders, who basically, like, I thought Jalen Carter, like, in my opinion, I said I think he's going to be a Raider. Or no, no, the Raiders didn't want to deal. Like, I thought, in my humble opinion, I thought Jalen Carter was going to go to a team like the Steelers. I thought he was going to go to the. Well, it didn't come across my mind about Jalen Carter going to a rebuilding team because of the off the field issues, but it's just at the end of the day, yeah, TOP. The Eagles lost a lot of players though, but they are a Super Bowl team. Like I said, they are a Super Bowl team. Rather, if Giants fans that I follow, they have to admit that the Eagles are a Super Bowl team right now because they kept pretty much the same roster they had. They just got better. And their GM, Howie Roseman, he gets criticized a lot, but he knows how to build a team around. And he made Jalen Hurts, who looked like a bust, and into one of the best quarterbacks. And Ryan Poles, I feel like he's doing the same thing for Justin Fields. Like I said, people be like, "Oh, why do you hype up Justin Fields? Why do you hype up Justin Fields?" Because I saw what Justin Fields did with less, and now that he has more weapons out there, like I'm just very excited for this kid. I'm very excited for how this kid, is going to play out, and he's going to make 49ers fans. You watch, if any 49ers fan is listening to this, any Panthers fans that are listening to this, any Falcons fans, or any team that was in Denver Broncos, whatever, y'all made a mistake on passing up on Justin Fields. Y'all made a crucial, even the Jets fan, New York, any Jets fans that follow me, y'all made a mistake of passing up on Justin Fields. Y'all made a mistake. And he's going to prove it to you on why that he is, the second best quarterback in that draft. Like, because, he's the most hated because, he's playing for a team that doesn't have good history. But like I said, at the end of the day, like, I believe in this kid, been saying it, after that 49ers game, not last year, but his rookie season. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give Justin Fields a fair chance because, he's wearing my uniform. At the end of the day, he has to earn my respect. But like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, whoever's wearing my team's laundry, I'm going to support to the deepest, to the heart. And I'm never, ever going to root for somebody to fail. Never have, never will. That's on my team. Like I said, it could be Justin Fields. It could be Nathan Peterman. It could be PJ Walker. At the end of the day, if they're wearing my team's jerseys, I want them to go out there and ball out. But like I said, Justin Fields, I have a lot of hopes for this kid, bro. Like I said, at the end of the day, his story continues that as a backup to Jake Fromm that Georgia went to Jake Fromm direction, and just feels like, nah, I don't want to be the backup. I want to be a starter. So he went to Ohio State, and he really showed that he was a generational talent at Ohio State, and he performed with Trevor Lawrence. People like, I know that our people are like I don't know why we're comparing, saying that, oh, Justin Fields is better than Trevor, or Trevor like I said, I have no disrespect with Trevor. I feel like I was one of the few Bears fans that actually wanted Trevor Lawrence. When we were on like a game losing streak, I wanted us to like get Trevor Lawrence, but I was fine with Justin Fields. But like I said, when it comes to Trevor, when it comes to Fields, I feel like they're both respected, and they all have a very good work ethic, and one's on a good team and has a chance to win the Super Bowl, and one other team has the chance to be better. But it's just like, for right now, Trevor's better. Like I said, you can't really say that like Trevor as of right now is better than Fields. But like I said, we have to see how it works out for both quarterbacks. Who knows? Maybe Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields can be both top 5 quarterbacks. Who knows? Panthers need to have a down year. I don't follow Panthers training camps, but I heard that Bryce Young is making rookie mistakes so far. But which is like, I love to see that, but let's be the Panther, like, there were rumors that DJ Moore took shots at the Panthers. I like, there's clips of them, like him talking about it. But like I said, I really, hope week 10, is going to be a hate week. And especially for you, CPG, if you're watching this somehow, CPG, if he's watching this, we're kicking your ass on Thursday Night Football, bro. DJ Moore is going to have a revenge game against y'all. God damn, bro. But anyways, that's it for day 2 recap. As I said again, I'll be live tomorrow recapping day 3 of Bears training camp. I may do it early depending how I feel, because I'm gonna have the place to myself. Depending how I feel, like I said, this like training, like I'm glad football's back. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed the stream. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. As always, we the ones and bear down.